everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Picker. My name is Kevin and we're in the eBay cave again this evening, and we have a mountain of sales once again. Sometime this is gonna have to slow down because our store size has gone from 920 to like 800, 810, something like that. And I have listed the last 3 days. I've been listing and listing, and Reagan's been taking pictures for me, and she's been doing other stuff. Blue Ridge Mama's been doing stuff and listing. So we're just selling a bunch of stuff, and that's great. And a lot of it just sold in the last 20 minutes. We sold like 5 more items, and I'm going to ship those out tomorrow because I have one full 24-hour cycle to get the shipping done on those. Then we take them in the morning to the post office. Happy for all these sales. It's going to really help us out this holiday season. And I think, as crazy as this sounds, if you've been watching the show, we have, I don't know, like 27 sales or something. I haven't even totaled them all up on here. So when I started writing this, $568 out of the Commonwealth Picker store, $54.25 out of the Homeschool Hustler store, total of $622.81, and that's not even all of it. Matter of fact, I might even take the Homeschool Hustler sales and put them on tomorrow's video. So, because this video is going to turn into 30 minutes, and that's too long. That's why I started that other channel. I really want these videos to be 15 to 20 minutes, and they've been going 21, 22, 23. And so we've been doing the shipping that we typically do. Me and my wife have had to do the shipping because there's so much, and she's been helping me out. And with both of us doing it, it takes 45 minutes to an hour. So normally I would put those on one video, but even speeding it up 5 times normal speed is too long. So I took a couple of those and put them on the other channel. So if you're one of those who like to watch the shipping, I took one of those portions and I slowed it down to like 2 times the speed instead of 4 or 5 times the speed. And you can take a look at it a little bit better than you typically can while we're in here. So if you want to do that, go check that out on the other channel. And I also have a video, it's probably out by now. I finally did a video, did it this morning actually, and I'm like a day or 2 behind on these videos, where I did a shipping video. And it's just the basics of how to decide what type of shipping. It's not all encompassing by any stretch of the imagination, but it does do free shipping, calculated shipping, flat shipping, which one's the best, at least what my opinion of the best is and what works for me. So if you were one of the people who asked over and over, and I said it's finally going to come, I did do it and I did put it over there, and I will try. It's been pretty hard to answer all the comments lately, but I will try to answer the ones that are on that video if you go over to Commonwealth Flipper. So, and if anybody else has any suggestions out there for a video that we could do in the winter months, since I'm not going out early on Saturday mornings as much, I try to use Saturday and get a few little things done for videos. So if you have a suggestion on what you want to see, go ahead and send me a message either on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube, I suppose. All right, before this gets going too long here, I got my little Christmas necklaces on here. Let's take a look at what sold out of the Commonwealth Picker store for $568.56. Oh, but that reminds me, we're going to do a giveaway on tomorrow's video. So tomorrow's video, if you want to win this elf, it's brand new in the package. I buy a lot of DVDs and sell them in the booth. I usually try to get them for $1 or less, and I buy them in giant lots. And I got this one, and I talk about Elf all the time. So tomorrow we're going to do a little giveaway. Somebody wants to win the Elf movie. I'm sure a lot of you already have it, but this one's, maybe you can put it in somebody's stocking. It's brand new in the package. If you watch tomorrow's video, I'll do a little contest. I think I know what I'm going to do already with it, and whoever wins it, we'll send it out. And that reminds me of one more thing. Rick, I think it's Rick. Is it Rich or Rick? It's Rick. And you comment all the time, so we appreciate you. Rick, I have your Eneman in here. I'm not going to show the address side, but I used Pirate Ship, and we're getting this sent out to you for picking the number closest to what I thought we were going to make on the plush sale, that plush yard sale. And if you haven't seen that, if you're new to the program, I know John, Cincinnati Picker, mentioned us the other day. I knew somebody did because we had a jump in subscribers, and John has just been awesome to us behind the scenes as well. He's just a nice guy and has a great family. And John, thank you so much. I even had, when I did my video today, when I did my shipping video, I had my CP shirt on. Cincinnati Picker, not Commonwealth Picker. At any rate, thank you. And this is going out to Rick. And if you want to win that elf video, tune in tomorrow and I'll tell you how to do it. Pretty easy, just a little quick competition. All right, first item up is this artificial Christmas tree, and it is from Walmart. I bought it for 10 bucks at the end of last season, and it sold for $39 plus shipping. So it's not a huge profit, and you might think $39 plus shipping. So it's going to cost them 60 bucks to buy a $40 tree. And so somebody asked me, hey, what do? Do you take the stickers off? Do you do whatever? So yes, the answer is yes. I'm going to take that off, but it's right here as well, and I think it might actually be on the box. When I take pictures of the item, sometimes I'll actually put the price in there. Some people don't mind paying full price if it's delivered to their door. Maybe they're one of the 12 people in America who don't live very close to a Walmart, and for them it's just easier. So I'm happy to do it. I sell these almost at the same price. Well, it is $39. That's what you would pay at Walmart to get it, and I'm going to ship it to them. I make a little bit of money. It's not a huge profit, but we'll make $25 on this thing. I either ship it in the box. I think I put on the top, or in the description, I'll say, hey, this thing's going to ship in the box unless you tell me not to. And sometimes I do that. I have to check this one. Sometimes I'll put it in a construction contractor bag, really thick, heavy black trash bag, just in case somebody buys it as a gift, but not very many people would buy this as a gift, although it's been known to happen. Here's a retail arbitrage item that Blue Ridge Mama bought, I think for $1 and change. And we've sold them. We don't make much money, but every time we sell one, we make about $4 profit on it. So for $8.95 free shipping. So it's just a little under $4 in profit. And she bought tons and tons of them. And she listed them in multiples. This is not something I would do as a one-off, but she bought like 70 of them. I don't know how many there were of this particular kind, but I know I've shipped this one out 3 or 4 times. I'll take it. When you can sell 70 of something at $3.50 profit, definitely worth, 240 bucks or so. Definitely worth it in my book. Another example of why that 4x4 box is really, really good. It's going to keep it really, really light, under 4 ounces. And it's perfect for this thing because you would never put it in a poly bag. So there you go. I'm not going to pick this one up, but there's a colored tree back there. You have a white light tree and a colored tree. I'm not saying, guys, that this is going to work. So one year I bought, I don't know, probably 40 of these trees. Every single one sold, and I made between $15 a tree and $25 a tree. Now, it's a lot of cash outlay and a ton of space. I did it and they all sold. Last year, or 2 years ago now, I did it again and I was stuck with a bunch of them. I had to store them for 2 years and sell them. And they have almost all sold through. Last year I only bought like 8 or 9 and they were particular kinds. And most of them have sold through. So you gotta be careful. Don't go out and buy a ton. You're better off just maybe trying it out one year and buying a few. Of course, you'll be competing with me. So on second thought, don't do it at all. And by the way, that's only at 75% off, and they'll occasionally go to 90% off, but these are not going to go to 90% off because somebody usually swoops in and buys them at 75, and sometimes they're all gone at 50, so you can't get them. I would not buy them at 50%. All right, so I bought this with the Fendi perfume from that wonderful yard sale we had a blast at, and we made a ton of money on that thing. And this did pretty well too. They were $1 a piece, and they looked to be either full or almost full. And I don't know how I listed them. I think I listed them as full, but I might have put in the description, hey, I'm not sure if they're full, but they sure look awful close if they're not. And they sold together $45 plus shipping. So I am loving that buy and loving that sale right there. It's going to be about a $35 profit, maybe a little bit more. Actually, it will be a little bit more. All right, if you've been around the show, this is something I just bought to pick up to show you what you could do if you couldn't lift a lot of heavy weight and you didn't want to go out sourcing all over God's creation and you'd rather just go to Goodwill and pick up some board games. And so I took a Monopoly City game, which is one I've parted out before, and said, hey, you can make like 11 bucks if you part this out into 3 sections. And this is one of the pieces, and it sold for $7.88. Not much, but it's a $3.50 to $4 profit because this is all profit at this point because we've already made our money back from the other parts. And I think this is the last of the 3 parts, 3 different things. We had the houses, the hotels, the factories. We sold all that together, and then you sell the little pewter mover pieces, and you can sell the money sometimes. All that's really long tail. And so here's the, I don't know, looks like rally roots right there. I don't know what you call this thing, timer. So this sold for $7.88, and it'll be really easy to ship, and you're making like $3.50 on it, $4. We sold some more of those Rudolph string lights, and I left them upstairs, so I'm not going to go up right now. I'm going to finish this video, and if you want, look back at yesterday's video or last week's videos, and you'll see those. They're really kind of neat. All right, I'm going to show you a bunch of different Fontanini and just give you the price. These are all going to be dirt road treasures except for one. One of them I bought at a yard sale with Reagan on a Friday in the summertime, and it sold out of the Homeschool Hustler store. But this one was a Dirt Road Treasures, and we're splitting this 50-50 on consignment, and it sold for $8.99 plus shipping. If these were mine, I would not do plus shipping on them, but I'm going to do plus shipping on them. It's going to make my life easier trying to figure out 50-50 splits, because we'll minus the shipping costs and do all the fees. It's just going to be a little easier that way. But if I were selling them for myself, I would probably do free shipping on it. Go check out that shipping video and you'll see why. All right, here's Bethany. And it has a little fruit basket and a jar, and it sold for $10.99 plus shipping. Here's Thomas, so you can get a little close up of Thomas there, and Thomas sold for $8.99 plus shipping. All right, here is Yuri, and Yuri sold for $9.95 plus shipping. So let me tell you something, these are actually worth about $1 more to $2 more a piece, but this is on consignment. Christmas time is right here, and this is when they sell. These are not huge sellers. If you look at each one of these, there's like 2 or 3 sold in the last month, and there's like 15 listed. So what I'm trying to do, and I don't always do this, but I want to sell these fast. I want to sell them in the next 2 weeks. So I'm undercutting almost everybody out there. I'm undercutting them by $1, and they're selling pretty fast, because if I didn't, they wouldn't sell very quickly, and I would be stuck storing this stuff for a long time. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to return them. I want to sell as much as we possibly can. And I don't normally undercut everybody, but occasionally if you want to get rid of something fast, you got to undercut them and get that sale in the first few days. And that's what we've done on a lot of these. All right, all these sales and only one viewer sale. And yeah, it was Wayne. So Wayne picked this Richard Petty car, and this is a neat one. Bought this at a yard sale, Daniel's Big Adventure, Daniel's first time going yard selling with us. And it wasn't a great buy for us. I ended up paying like $1. I don't even know what I paid. Maybe $1.25 a piece for these. We've sold a bunch in the booth. We've sold some on eBay. They're not amazing. But this sold for $8.99 free shipping. So we'd still make a few bucks on it. But I found one of these that we were going to put in the booth, and it had a little, this thing was pulled up right here. And I thought, you know what, Wayne? We're going to give you 2 of them because they'll fit perfectly in that box. So you bought 1, you're going to get 2. All right, so here's an example of buying something and listing it and waiting. So I bought this in the early spring. I thought maybe we can just sneak this sale in real quick before it starts getting warm, and we couldn't. So this has been in the store for quite a while, like 8 months. It sat and it sat and it sat, and I never reduced its price. I waited for wintertime to come around again, and somebody bought this thing for $24.95 plus shipping, and it was just a couple dollar purchase. So it's a really nice, about $20, not quite, about $18 profit after fees. All right, now here's the sale. So this looks like a thumbnail to me, so I don't know, maybe I'm gonna do a thumbnail here. Can you get your eyes open so we can get a picture? Can you smile? There, can you see its eyes? Maybe if I turn it this way. I don't know, it looks a little creepy. Here, how do I hold you? There you go. Backpack. Ready for a thumbnail? All right, smile. All right, so there's our thumbnail. Maybe, I don't know, sometimes I change my mind. This is a Popples backpack. And this came in the Plush Nirvana sale. And I haven't written it down, so you're gonna have to give me a second here, and I'm gonna write this down to our total for our sales. We're working off $156, I think, in purchase. We're going to see how much more we can make than what our initial cost outlay was. And this is going to, believe it or not, get us close with the items we've already sold to paying for everything we bought that day. If you go back and watch that video, everything she was giving me for like $1 a piece. And it came to this one, she said, I'm going to have to ask more for this. And I thought, okay. I'm expecting like 20 bucks or something. I don't know. She says $3. Is that okay? Hey, you keep shooting me the prices. I wasn't haggling down. I'm just like, you tell me the price and I'll buy it. I paid a little too much than I'd like to pay for a couple items, But who cares when you're getting items like this? Blue Ridge Mama took the pictures. Blue Ridge Mama listed this thing. I said, how much you list it for? She said $100. I'm like, ooh, I don't know if we're gonna get that, because it's not perfect. It has a few little issues here. And she's like, oh, we'll get it. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Well, it sold for $99.95. So that's $100 right there. So if you see Popple stuff, go ahead and buy it. Not all of it is amazing. The backpacks are amazing. So we have a bunch more Popple stuff. We've listed some on the Homeschool Hustler store. I listed this one on the Commonwealth Picker store because I wanted somebody who's spending $100 to be really confident that they were going to get this thing and everything was going to work out. So there you go. Popples are good. And I owe all the Popple stuff to Blue Ridge Mama. She told me years ago, you got to start buying Popples. And so I bought a couple this year, and then we bought that whole lot, and we got like 12 or 13 different items. Maybe I should hold it this way, and I should say, don't pass this item up at a yard sale, and then nobody will know what the heck it is, and then they'll click on the video. What do you think? A little clickbait? What do you think? All right, we'll give that a shot. All right, we've been selling these to Liberty Flames fans all over the country, and now that their football team might have a bowl chance, I think now, maybe somebody's going to get this and wear it. I'm not quite sure. I think I have one more of these left. I buy them all year long. I list them whenever we have them. Matter of fact, there's one listing that just stays up. I hate that I have one left because I like to have that listing up there and just click on it and add quantity every time I find one. So they haven't given one of these away in like 2 years, so I wish they'd give some more away. So I find them at yard sales. But I usually find, 8 to 10 a year, and we usually sell them all off in the wintertime. And this one went out for $15.81, and I never pay more than $1. They're really good sellers, and they make a decent profit for as easy as they are to ship. Bought this one at a yard sale with Daniel as well. This one was Fun at the Flea. I think it was Fun at the Flea. Go back and look up Commonwealth Picker Fun at the Flea, and you might find this one. Or maybe I can remember to put it in the video here. I always forget which side it goes on. I'm going to say this side. I'll probably be wrong. NIV Matthew Henry Commentary. Or NIV, what the heck, am I reading that right? In one volume. So yeah, Matthew Henry Commentary. It's brand new. This thing is beautiful. $14.81, and it will go out media mail shipping, and I probably paid $1 for it. So it's not a huge profit, but it's the kind of money I like to make. All right, here's the mini string lights, and these are Rudolph, Bumble, and some snowflakes, and they're a Big Lots buy. I think we paid like $1.25, $1.50, something like that, and they sell for $12.95, free shipping. Only have 2 left, which is perfect. I like to sell out. We're probably going to sell out of these right before Christmas, and that's awesome. I might go pick some more up. I don't even know if they make them anymore, so we'll just have to see. All right, so you saw us pick this. If you're looking at the other channel, Commonwealth Flipper, we did a video where we went on a private pick to Richard's place in Appomattox. And that private pick, I bought a few things, and this was one of the things. And I didn't even have to buy it. Richard's like, you like ashtrays, just take it. Just throw it in. So Richard, I appreciate it. This thing sold for $12.81. And other than my gas money to get out there and come see you, this thing was free. So I appreciate it. $12.81 plus shipping on this. And so after fees, we're looking at about a $10 to $11 profit. All right, here's the last of the Fontanini, Tiberius, the stone cutter, and it sold for $9.41 plus shipping. Let me take just a second. I'm going to give you the total so far. I think we've made 3 or 4 sales of that plush Nirvana, and there were hundreds of things. And I'm going to tell you how much so far of the money we spent we've got back already. All right, so if you looked at that yard sale, we have tons. Matter of fact, there are still 2 giant tubs in my car that I haven't even got out yet. And that's been 2 weekends ago now. $156 total dollars, and we've sold 4 things for a grand total of $123 so far. So we're just short of making our $156 back. I'm pretty happy with that so far. I don't know how much we're going to make in the end, but we're going to keep track of it as we go. All right, quick question for you. Have you ever seen these things before? I had never seen them before, so comment down below if you know anything about them. And of course, I have seen these guys before, and I'll probably give these to Reagan, take pictures of, and have Blue Ridge Mama list them. All right, you can hang around for something cool that we'll put on the end, or I'm going to continue filming and show you what sold out of the Homeschool Hustler store. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank you for subscribing, for all the kind words. We appreciate you, and we hope you join us next time. All right, we're going to do these real quick. And Turner, who's that guy?
Tickle from what was it called?
Winnie
and the Pooh.
Winnie and the Pooh. All right, remember Winnie the Pooh. That's Tigger, and that's a nice little Christmas ornament, and it sold for $14.81. And I can't remember if we got that from the Coin Boy. I think that's where we got it.
And he's wearing a Santa costume and a hat
and a beard.
Not on his actual face.
He's got the beard off his face, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, these are a couple of super books, and they sold for $12.81 plus shipping. Actually, $12.81 free shipping. And they sell okay. You see, I've seen Lonnie sell a bunch of these off. And you know those two stories, Turner?
This one's Daniel and the Lion's Den.
Daniel and the Lion's Den, that's right. Do you know who the other one is? It looks like a big old giant on there. Who's that?
Giant and...
It's David. David and Goliath.
David and Goliath.
That's right. Okay. All right, next. All right, now this is something I picked up. I think I picked this up with Deals and Dives at one of the very first yard sales that we did a video of. I think that's what we did. Any rate, this is... Who is that, Turner?
Dala.
Dala?
Yeah.
You sure it's Dala? I think it's Nala.
Nala, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen that new Lion King. Did you see that new Lion King? Was it good? Did you like it?
Dala.
Okay.
Dala.
All right. And it's over $10.95 plus shipping. And it is a vintage one. It is from the 1990s. I don't know, what was that? 93? Can't remember. All right. Thanks, Turner.